Right, we're live for the first instalment of many tonight. Myself and JFT, maybe Liam will join us shortly. Jay, big night ahead as always, my friend. Looking
Super
forward to the
excited.
start of it here.
Super
Belfast.
excited. I mean, the card's been pretty decent, to be honest, up to this point with some of the fights on the prelims and the main card. But this is what we came to see. Craig Spider Richards, has he still got it? Is he washed?
Yeah,
McCrory's team, I think, are hoping that or banking on that. We'll find out tonight.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get his name, aren't they?
Definitely. Listen, for Spider to rock up in Belfast.
Fair play to him.
Listen, he's banking on himself. He's gone back to Tony Sims. If he's still got something left, we're in for a cracker, mate.
Yeah, definitely. He's in the Lions den for sure. Evening, Luca. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for joining us as always. Cannot wait for the main event, Luca. I know me and you were chatting about it this morning. Absolutely buzzing for it. The atmosphere is electric already. Me and Jay were just talking about it.
It sounds brilliant. Epic.
Oh, mate, there'll be some party if Lewis Crocker gets the job done. It'll be very partisan for Paddy, but he looks like he's thriving under it a little bit, to be fair to me. He looks Andy Lee's, the right man to have on your shoulder in that respect, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Tentative first minute, Jay, in Richards.
Yeah, not much really. McCrory seems to be staying on the outside. Richards is doing what he normally does. He's having a look, fast twitch. He's looking to use his jab. He's got it off a couple of times, but not much off the back. He hasn't done anything after that. He's just literally finding his range at the minute. They both are. McCrory's shorts are just below his shoulder. Very high. To be fair, Richards' shorts are pretty high as well.
I'm interested because Richards didn't look great, did he? And Lucas just actually wrote a comment in here. Big night for Craig Richards. For me, even though he's younger than Poddy, it's a bigger night for him because of, like what Lucas said, his last big performance, probably against Shakan Pitters all them years ago.
He has boxed some decent people in between.
Yeah.
Now it's not just being
Boatsi, Willie Hutchison. Yeah, he's fought at a much better level than McCrory, hasn't he? Let's be fair.
Yeah, he's not boxing cans. He's definitely one of the best domestically still. I believe that. Definitely still.
He needs to throw the right-handers. See, against Willie Hutchison, did not throw the right-hander. Remember it crystal clear watching it on the 5v5. He might have been off or whatever. Like you say, he's back with Tony Sims now. Let your shots go. Spider. Poddy McCrory is hittable. He is hittable.
I mean, Spider's started as the bookie's favourite as well. So
yeah, he is favourite. Yeah,
they're ordinarily right. But I think that's more based on McCrory not necessarily being of a certain standard. I know he's boxed Berlanga, but he got beat up in that fight. Other than that, he's not boxed at the similar kind of level. So if Richards isn't washed and still has got it, I believe he does win this fight and is.
I think he should stop him. I honestly think he should stop Poddy McCrory late in the fight. That if Craig Richards is sort of 70% of what we know he can be, I think he's can.
Better, from what we've seen of both, if Richards turns up, he wins the fight because he's better than McCrory to this point. But do we know if Richards is still as good as what he's always been? And is McCrory that good? We'll find out a lot tonight from both, won't we?
Yeah, definitely. It is good matchmaking, actually. Obviously, the need, Poddy McCrory's on there because of the Irish connection, obviously, on the card. He's got a big crowd there for him. We were just listening before we had to turn the volume off at his entrance. It was absolutely bang. When Crocker walks out, it's going to be electric. Evening, Jams Boxing Chat. Hope you're well, my friend.
Thanks Jams. We were just talking about that now. I've got Richards.
Me too, Jams. I think we'll stop him late.
What was the Richards fighting Troy James nonsense about last week? I don't understand.
No. Apparently that was you. You remember what happened with Sam Noakes and Branchich when it just randomly went on the poster for the Fury Usyk too?
Yeah.
Apparently it was one of them where they it was talked about. So Turkey's team had a poster and they just posted the wrong poster.
Brilliant.
Apparently that was talked about him and James on the card last week. Jam, loser leaves town for me, mate, on this one. I think the loser.
What about draw, boys? What about draw?
Yeah, it was a tentative first 3 minutes, that wasn't it? Very.
Yeah. I think draw could be definitely could be.
Yeah. McCrory needs to stick it on Richards, because for me, he's the more mentally fragile after what his last performance. I know Leonard Carrillo rocked Poddy because I watched that on the Pro Box card. Robbie Davis Jr. for Javier Fortuna on the undercard as well. It wasn't that long ago in Belfast, but I mean, before that he fought Balanga, but obviously that was at 168. You know, there's more fragility in Richards for me, but Poddy McCrory needs to go out there and actually ask some questions of him. Like, if he lets Richards, you know, feel comfortable from the off, then, you know, he may as well pack up and go home. He's got to ask questions of Spider early for me, because he can bang a bit. Well, McCrory's
Richards, he can, but if he doesn't establish himself and make Richards respect him, Richards will just box all night and outpoint him, and maybe look to stop him late. So it's the pressure for me is on McCrory for him to impose himself on Richards. I think if he can't, then he ain't going to win the fight. It's that simple. Richards can win a few ways. He can knock him out, or he could just beat him up over the 10.
Yeah.
I just think he's a better boxer than him.
Lucas made a good point here. Boatsi, Smith, Aziz, Pitters now. Zach Parker, Willie Hutchison, Arthur, Liam Cameron, Edmondson.
Cameron?
All better domestically for me than Spider.
Not. Nah.
To be fair,
Spider beats Cameron, and I think he beats Edmondson. Willie
I'm not sold on Edmondson. He's fighting
Aziz as he is now. If Richards boxed Aziz now.
Oh, good uppercut. I'm not sold on Edmondson. I saw him trash talking with Ezra Taylor the weigh-in yesterday. I think Ezra Taylor would flatten him, you know. Evening, DJ Pat. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for being with us as always. Feeling great, Pat, with the fantastic night ahead. Obviously, we're going to cover this and the main event, Crocker and Donovan. Then we've got Garner, Jimenez on TNT that we're going to cover, because that will start at the end of Crocker Donovan. Just answering Jam's question here, we're going to do Valenzuela Puello against Martin, Valenzuela, Russell, and Tank Roach. Yeah, we're gonna Rayo against
as many
Russell.
as I'm awake for.
Yeah, Rayo against Russell is going to be a banger. Jams, I'm looking forward to that. That's the co-main. Puello Martin is the one before that. Tank will go 6-ish, I think. Oh, Poddy with a couple of shots towards the end of the round. Ezra does. I rate Ezra Taylor. You know, I think he's good.
I think Richards is winning this fight.
Edmondson is. Don't think he beats Cameron. Edmondson lucky to win last time out. Against Aziz. God, that was a hard watch, that fight, wasn't it?
I think Richards beats Cameron. I think he beats him easy. I don't think Cameron's that good. At lower weight, I think if Cameron could be asked getting down to a super middle, 168, it'd be way better, because he's a natural 160.
Yeah, to be fair to Lyndon Arthur,
speed.
I think he's good, Arthur, right? But I think he's got fragilities there. I honestly do. I think Yard and Yard does as well. Yard's got plenty of fragilities. I think Yard will stop him again in the third fight. That, let's be fair, no one wants to see. No one's clambering for the trilogy of Arthur Yard. But to be
fair, I'd rather watch KSI Dylan Dennis, to be fair.
Oh dear.
I am joking, by the way. I'd rather watch.
I don't know if I am.
It's close. It's very close.
How are you scoring this, Jay?
I've got Richards winning.
2-0 to Richards.
Doing a bit more, yeah. I think he's just doing that bit more, but neither of them look great, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think Rayo Valenzuela against Gary Antoine Russell is going to be a banger later. I think that could be the fight of the night on the Tank card. I think that's got fireworks written all over it. Antoine Russell, 17-1, 17 knockouts. Gary Antoine Russell, he can bang. 2 world title fights at 140 pounds tonight and one at 135.
Has he got 2 brothers called Gary as well?
Yeah, well, you got Gary Russell Jr. and who's the other one?
No, they're all called Gary. I think there's 4 of them.
There's 3 of them, isn't there? Is that what it is? Just one's called Gary Antoine.
Yeah, they're all called Gary. I think the dad's obviously called Gary, granddad's Gary, and then there's 3 or 4 Gary Juniors.
Yeah.
He's starting to find range now, McCrory.
Right by Spider then. That got
But
McCrory's
Richards
attention.
came straight back. McCrory's reaching, whereas Richards is. Oh gosh, they came together then. I think Ed's clashed. I think it's McCrory's nose.
Don't be stopping us on cuts. Pat said we're still fighting KO tonight. Yeah, that was a crazy first round knockout on Sean O'Brien. Yeah, legs just couldn't recover in time, could they?
I didn't see that fight.
I heard her story though. And apparently she just hassled Eddie Hearn, just hassled him to give her an opportunity, and she grabbed it with both hands. So you got to give her credit there. I like hearing stories like that.
So what was that? So was Shauna expected to win and Turnham's?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it was a WBC. Oh, Richards missed badly, and then McCrory came back, but. Yes, it was a WBC eliminator, I think. Caroline Dubois, obviously the champ.
I didn't see it. I saw you gave me the result, but I wasn't sure who they were. If I'm honest,
it was crazy. Like just beautiful left hand right on the chin. She was gone as soon as it landed.
You don't see that a lot.
You don't in first round knockouts in the 2-minute round. You don't see it very often at all. It's becoming a bit of a, I want to say like a
scrappy,
but it's like two guys. Yeah, it is scrappy. Yeah, definitely. Two guys that are lacking confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, swinging and trying, but missing badly because they're just swinging and trying instead of setting it up.
Yeah, the best way I can describe it is two football teams that are bang out of form and neither of them want to make a mistake. So all the balls just in the midfield.
I mean, like the next Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Or the North London derby.
Yeah.
All of them, other than the Merseyside derby.
Yeah, anything apart from Merseyside. To be fair to Richards, he's got to be careful here because if it is a bit of a stalemate in Belfast and the crowd are cheering every shot that McCrory lands, then, look at the commentary team. Connor Walker. Connor's looking a bit fresher since winning that British title. Fair play to him.
He looks about 3 stone heavier than when he won
Yeah, he's enjoying life. Good on him. There's the new Matchroom signing, Josh Padley. Johnny Fisher.
He's supposed to be on some social housing on Monday for me, doing solar PV. But by the looks of it, he don't need the work anymore.
He's commentating on DAZN now. How things change.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
I'm glad it's Johnny Fisher and not his dad for a change. He'll be there somewhere, though.
Yeah, no doubt his dad will have the gig for one of them.
Oh, I'll be doing something there. I've got this 29-28 to Richards. I've got Richards 2-1 up. But it's not, nothing's happened in it yet. If that.
Yeah.
I nearly, and you know me, I don't do them and I don't believe in them, but I nearly gave a 10-10.
Macklin coming out in you.
Yeah, so I've got a swing round somewhere. There's a swing round for me. Round 1 was a swing, and I gave it to Richards, but I could have gave it the other way.
All right, there you go. Is that this guest scorecard thing they've got for the fighters again? Is that what they're doing, Luca? Or I've got it 3-0 to Spider, have they? Pat said train. All right, Richards.
Yeah. I could do with Richards getting knocked out in this round, to be fair. I don't want that to happen. Yes, Luca, I agree. Same as me.
She did like to text. Yes, I do like that. Pat out of her, that's it's a good trait to have. You go and deliver when you get your opportunity. McCrory's not doing enough here, I don't think.
No, he's not. He's just letting Richards box his head off at the minute. Is he banking on Richards tiring down the stretch, maybe? It's a risky,
not at this pace.
Risky tactic.
He ain't gonna tire, is he?
Risky tactic. No.
It's hardly Hagler Hearn's pace, is it?
It's not even Zhang Kabayel pace.
Yeah.
On Hagler Hearns.
It's Zhang Joyce pace is what it is.
Just about nearly going backwards.
Yeah. Richards is showing more ambition than McCrory, though. and that kind of surprises me with the crowd, like for McCrory and everything, you know.
I think McCrory just doesn't know what to do. He just doesn't know how to navigate the range. So he's waiting on Richards to come into him, or he's leaping in to try and meet him. And Richards is too clever for that. He's too experienced. He's blocking him off when he comes in and just stepping back when he leaps.
Yeah, definitely,
yeah,
mate.
definitely.
Yeah, you're right, Luca. Yeah, look, he's got 8,000-9,000 people in there cheering for him, and he's got to give them something to get up for.
He ain't going to counterpunch Richards and knock him out. Absolutely not. Incoming counterpunch KO.
Yeah. He's growing in confidence here, Craig Richards.
Yeah. Well, there goes me McCrory round 4.
He's
wasn't my pick, by the way.
Yeah, it's either 3-1 or 4-0 here to Spider, and
I've got it 3-1 to Spider, mate.
It's
McCrory's moaning about heads. He's moaning about heads, which is a definite sign of frustration. You're two rounds down on my card, boy. I think Richards could do this for another 6 rounds. Like you said, it's
light work,
piss slow. He don't look in any sort of danger at any. A couple of times he missed that shot, didn't he, and got jumped on, but managed to tie McCrory up. I don't want to say old man in him, but I think he's using his experience to just navigate his way through fairly comfortably.
I don't know if McCrory trusts his chin. I honestly don't. He got cracked badly by Carrillo in the last fight.
And I mean, Richards is not a concussive puncher, though, is he?
He's not massive, no. But, like, for a fight that both of them openly spoke about before they got into the ring.
McCrory doesn't look like he has to win this fight, does he? He's not boxing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like both their careers are on the line. And that was the narrative from both of them going in. If your career's on the line, you're leaving. Oh, Spider, nah, he wasn't hurt. I thought he landed a good shot.
You got excited, didn't you, for a split second?
Well, I was kind of hoping, geez, the fight, this could be the chance for this fight to finish.
It's caught fire.
Yeah, it's caught fire, yeah. Richards misses with a big right hand. It's caught fire.
He's thrown more than one shot.
There was actually a power punch thrown.
One. Yeah, CompuBox stats are 1-0 through 10 rounds.
Big round. It's a 10-8 round, this one. Richards is definitely landing the better shot, so there's no doubt about that. He's the one coming forward, pressing the pace. Oh, good shot by Poddy. That definitely caught Richards' attention.
It's not enough, though, is it?
Shot, though. It's a pot shot.
It's not enough. Just every now and again taking a punt. You can't do that, or you shouldn't be doing that. You're letting it slip away. For me, he's won 1 round of the fight so far, and he's not in this round at the minute.
No, if I was to think that, like, Richards could potentially be 5-0 up or 4-1 up after 5, I'd be like thinking he's boxed really well, but he hasn't had to do anything. That's the disappointing thing.
Absolutely not.
If you're
barely moving, he's barely moving.
Just tangling up on the inside, messy.
Yeah, and chipping away with a jab on the outside when he can.
It's better from McCrory. At least he threw more than one punch.
Or caught Richards then.
Yeah.
Caught Richards then. Richards has come straight back, though. He's answering everything. Well, there's not much to answer, but has done the 2 times that Poddy's jumped on him. Look, Richards then. McCrory had the centre, and Richards just literally walked him back, and Poddy just accepted it and went straight into the corner. He's allowing Richards too much. He's just allowing him too much. He's not making Richards respect him at all.
Halfway stage then of this one. I haven't been scoring it, round for round or anything like that. Paddy McCrory needs to up his work rate in the second half. He's got to take more chances. If that means risking getting knocked out, then your career's on the line.
Whoa.
Wow.
Nearly. I tell you what, if that had gone on, Richards would have stopped him. What do you reckon? Is that a 10-8? It's not far off, is it? It's as close to a 10-8 8.9 that you can get that round. Still 10-9, but Richards put his stamp on that round then, didn't he?
Starting to, tee off a bit now.
I mean, he caught him. Did you see the punch that he caught him with? He threw it from his arse cheek. His arm was that far down.
He never got out of the way.
Over and just nearly ironed him out with it. He saw it coming and still got cracked with it. I don't know whether Poddy's not on it tonight. He just don't look. He's better than this for me, and I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, but he's just getting beaten up at the minute. And I thought he were better than this. I thought Richards would beat him, and I picked him to beat him, but still, McCrory's done nothing.
No, it's been disappointing. But look, what are we halfway through the fight now?
Round 6, yes, sir.
Luke said more action after the bell than in the first 4 rounds. Body hurt, and then Richards just went.
Snoozer now. Oh, Poddy's answering back. His old Poddy.
Well, this is what
Conor Walker's got it 5-0.
I don't hate it. Honestly, I don't.
Johnny Fisher's got it 5-0. I mean, I gave Paddy McCrory round 3, I think. And I'm pretty sure
I don't hate the scorecards, but the fights not a great watch, but still time.
Come on. McCrory, for me, looks like he's resided to the fact that he's going to try one bomb Richards. Other than that, he's just going to defend as best he can. Look, he's backing right into... Look at that. And try to pop shot his way out. That is not going to win you a fight of this magnitude. Your career depends on it. You're obviously not that bothered.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go into the fire if he wants to get it done, and that comes with its own risk.
Yeah, he's gonna have to put himself at risk, isn't it? Arm's way, like he did then. Came off second best, but it's his best shot of making Richards go backwards, hurt him, let him know that he's in a dogfight. At the minute, it's like a sparring match, and Richards is winning it. Look, backwards. I know it's easy for me to say and not as easy to do in this situation, but he's just going backwards. You can't beat someone who's longer than you by going backwards. How's that? But it's not possible, is it, Sam? If they're longer than you, you can't win going backwards. That's logical.
He's going to get 9-1 at this pace for me. Luke had given the first. He said, Poddy jumping out the way, the punch nose. Yeah, it's strange. It's a strange performance. Like, Richards is a better fighter than McCrory. I think we all knew that coming in, but I would have thought that he would have rolled the dice a little bit more, McCrory.
Yeah, took risks.
Well, look, to be fair, he's got 4 rounds left to do so, don't get me wrong, but just commenting on what we've seen so far.
It needs
that's more like it.
It needs a lot to even get a flipping round at this stage. He's not doing enough of anything to score anything in this fight. He's getting just beat.
Yeah, here he is. How we doing, mate?
He's an out.
Spider 6-0 up.
Yeah,
I've gone 5-1, and
I said, Liam,
the third.
If you'd have said before the fight that he was 6 up, you'd have thought he was boxing beautifully. But that's been a bit of a nothing fight, to be honest.
It's ugly. I'll be honest. Watching it, catching up with you boys, it's ugly. it's not catching fire. Craig's not doing enough. You expect Poddy to do something, and it's not coming. It's such a messy fight. You just,
Richards wants a performance as well. Like if he just wins a scrappy UD, doesn't really put him back.
Doesn't do anything of
either,
much.
to be fair.
He doesn't do anything for him really. And what happens if McCrory gets gifted a fucking points decision that he shouldn't have got?
Yeah.
Doesn't do out for either of them, does it really? They both needed an emphatic win.
We're in round 7. Spider needed a stoppage before now. Like, to look that emphatic, he needed a stoppage in the first half.
Yeah, probably.
It's been underwhelming from both of them. Neither of them have had a lot of output. It's been Richards has done enough to win the rounds, but it's never been emphatic, has it?
No, not at all.
No. But look, 4 rounds to go. John White's in the house. Hope you well, John. Yes. Yeah, Craig's gonna win unless McCrory changes something up. It's either 6-1 or what round are we in?
7.
So we're in 7. It's either 5-1 or 6-0 to Richards at the moment, John.
He's either getting his ass whooped or he's getting his ass completely whooped. Either way, he's getting whooped.
yeah. Depending on
how badly.
Terminology.
Richards is controlling the fight without doing much. That's how this is.
Yeah. That's
McCrory's done now. He's gone backwards from the first round. He's just walked backwards.
Don't get these opportunities very often. It's easy for us to sit and say that, but this is a big opportunity for him in front of a home crowd on a massive. This is
all stacked in his favour. All stacked in his favour. But as we said before it even started, as they took Richards lightly, but assumed Richards had less left than he actually has, and I think they
possibly
have. Thinking that they had enough to beat him. They clearly haven't.
It's how it looks. I mean, Craig looks really comfortable. He's pot shotting. He's not throwing any sort of combinations and poddies. Yeah, it's uninspiring, I think, from the Irishman. That's probably the best way to explain it.
Richards is going to turn the screw, I think, and try to get him out of there. Looks like that at the minute.
Stoppage?
Yeah. I think he's going for it, isn't he? Keeps going for the body.
He would need to. John says he thinks Paddy Donovan will win tonight. Go to the gym with Jason Hart, his brother-in-law. Nice one, John. Liam at the bottom's picking Paddy. You won't like it. Me and Jay have picked Lewis Crocker to win, so Liam can tell you how Paddy's going to win.
I've said 10th round stoppage. I think he'll box his head off, and then when Lewis is vulnerable, stop him late in the fight.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Lewis saying
Crocker's going to smash him. I think Crocker's just going to walk through him. I don't think he's going to put his hands up. I think he's just going to walk across.
Fascinating, isn't it? It really is fascinating.
Grab him and just smash him in. No,
We're saying, Liam, I don't know how much you've watched, but the atmosphere before the first bet in this fight was electric.
Yeah, I've had sound on. It's buzzing. It's where you want British boxing to be at. It's this packed crowd. Everyone's backing each other. It's what we've moaned about being missing since boxing's gone to Saudi, but it seems to be here for tonight, which is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. And good. Yeah, that was nice work at the end for
I think at this point, if you're McCrory, you need to. You're 6-1, 7-0 down. You need to start showing something because it's a sparring session in front of an 8,000 people crowd at this point. Richards is gaining nothing from it. He's not. Yeah, he'll go through the gears and happily take some points, won't he?
Yep. We said earlier on, 2 or 3 rounds in, Richards can do this all night. If McCrory doesn't offer anything, then we'll get that. And all he'll do is, every now and again, he'll do what he did in the last round. He'll turn up the heat a little bit just to see if he can get him out of there.
Yeah.
And at minute, McCrory looks like he could actually get him out of there.
Yeah,
I think there was 12 rounds.
Good right hand from Richards.
Yeah, Luke is big on Crocker, I think, for tonight.
I've got a couple of them on.
It's
Luca.
we said during the week, look, McCrory's 36. What's he going to have left? He's in front of a home crowd, and there's been minimal ambition.
Yeah.
From
The only issue I've got with his performance is, obviously, we know Richards is probably a better fighter than him on paper anyway, but Craig Richards is definitely came in because he was taking very minimal risk in the first few rounds. He was definitely feeling the effects still of the Hutchinson performance on the 5 versus 5 because he threw Hutchinson.
Very tentative.
Yeah, tentative. That was what I was looking for, Jay. And he, he's kind of, done nothing to try and exploit that. And that was his chance, in my opinion. He had to try and jump. And yeah, he could have got knocked out and looked silly in a round. But at the same time, fighting this fight, he's not going to beat Craig Richards.
No. Poddy's best chance came from starting fast, and he's not started fast. He's left himself.
He don't look in good. He don't look in great shape.
Space.
Lucas
knocked out from a body shot for Spider.
I don't think Poddy looks fit. I don't think he looks fit.
Corner's thrown his howling. That's it.
Yeah, Lucas just said, it's been thrown.
Why am I so far behind? I'm watching it on DAZN.
I think I'm a little bit behind as well. I think did I call the 8th round?
Possibly.
Boys, I think I called the 8th round.
Well done.
That was close combat. Craig's landed a body shot. Didn't look like it was anything much, but Poddy's folded. And
Poddy didn't look fit to me. See how high his shorts were? Look how fleshy he is.
Yeah.
That Berlanga money must be good.
It came back to what I was saying beforehand. If Spider had anything left, he'd do a job tonight, and it was up to Poddy to prove he still wanted to be in there. Let's have a look at this body shot. It's a single left hand to the ribs. It's about a 2 or 3 second delayed reaction. It's on target work from Craig Richards, but yeah, Poddy's. You got to be disappointed if you come to back Craig McCrory tonight.
Good shot. Good shot. I did say earlier on that Richards kept looking for that left hook to the body. That wasn't a left. I suppose it was, but he was looking for that shot.
The 8th round, boys. On the
have you gone back?
He's actually gone back. Did you actually go back?
I've gone back. Yeah. Mate, I haven't got a prediction right like that since Nick Ball in October.
I should have told that beforehand, you knobhead, and I'd have backed it.
Well, to be fair, mate, we do the prediction shows every week.
Look, it comes down to, we said if Richards has anything left, he deals with this with his stoppage, and he's done it. Look, it's coming in the 8th round, but he's got a stoppage. Sam's going to be on cloud 9 all night, and we're going to have to deal with it.
You know what, mate? The fight was that bad. I'll probably never talk about it again.
20
it was a good, it was a good win for Richards, I suppose. On paper,
to be fair, it was a peach of a body shot.
Where do you go with Craig now? Like, we saw the top of the division last week. We saw where Callum Smith is last week. Where do you send Craig Richards now?
Don't know.
Whittaker Cameron winner is a logical matchup.
Whittaker Cameron
winner.
The winner, yeah. I don't think Whittaker could attack that fight. He'll just see how.
You know what? The Whittaker Cameron loser also is a logical.
Yeah,
matchup.
That's what I was going to say, but I don't think Liam Cameron versus Richards is that good a fight, to be honest.
No, I don't either. Or Whittaker, to be honest. Yeah, it's a good body shot, actually. Just looking back on the replays and that, it was an absolute peach, to be fair to Spider. Yeah,
he actually looks like he broke his rib. Can you see?
Yeah, I think body shot from Craig Richards.
It's a peach of a body shot. He landed it perfectly. He was already 6-1, 7-0 up. He's just put a rubber stamp on the victory, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. The Poddy wasn't winning that fight from a long time.
He was never in it, was he? Bless him.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He obviously hasn't got much left.
He was a step behind, wasn't he, Jay? He was always half a step. Whatever Craig was doing, he reacted a bit too late to, and he just never got settled.
It's a fair point, Luca.
Yeah.
Right, then main event coming up next, Crockett versus Donovan. How far is the Queensbury card in?
No idea.
I'll have a quick
I
look.
totally forgot about that, if I'm honest.
I did say that Frank's card's got more chance of Tank's got more chance of starting earlier than Frank's main event.
Right, are we going on a separate stream?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah,
Right.
we'll be back in.
I'll see you in
5-10 minutes for when Crocker Donovan starts. Thanks to those who joined. Luca, Link Up, DJ Pat,
Paddy Donovan in the Bradford City colours. Well done, lad.
Jams
I'm
boxing.
assuming
Yeah, I saw that.
You're a fan of that
is it a Gaelic football team?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Good win for Spider. We'll be back for the main.